Yo, hello everybody, it's Aaron. Welcome to another episode of Feed the Beast. Before I forget, let's get rid of the chat because everybody's on right now and they get kind of chatty sometimes. So I've moved a bunch of stuff out of the base. I have to move some more stuff, but I moved the bulk of the storage because we have some work to do. And I have made some unattuned tesseract frames and some pneumatic servos because I need to make a couple of liquid tesseracts and a couple of item tesseracts. So basically how I'm going to handle this for now until we can afford AE, what I'm going to do is all the things that we get from the quarry or that come out of the machines, I'm going to put a router in the corner right here and probably put the machines somewhere on this wall and send all the ores to the machines, and everything else will just go through to the router, and then we'll go to the appropriate barrel or deep storage unit or what have you. I probably should not have put these chests here yet, but I can always move these. It's not a big deal, and I'll probably put another row of barrels up here. This is basically just so we can run a quarry because we need to get some stuff. And how I plan to power the quarry is I want to make another few, come on, I can never get through the doors. Another few oh, come on. I bet they're exploring Mistcraft right now. Anyway, I wanted to make another few biofuel generators and send the biofuel through a liquid tesseract to power the quarry rather than making an energy tesseract. What you see up here, this was a whole frame, and during the live stream I put some rubber trees up here to see if the harvester would get them, and it does. The problem is when these trees on the bottom grow, they actually grow through these blocks and take them away. So I'm going to have to raise this up and make another harvester and planter for the rubber trees. And I figure what I'll do is send everything from here through a tesseract as well, so that it all ends up on the other end, and move the deep storage units. And I guess I can move the barrels too. I mean, whatever. We have about 300,000 logs, which is pretty nice. So we will probably make a boiler at some point. I don't know how long it's going to take. If we look at our biofuel, we don't have much in this tank, and the reason is because it filled up, and I made a bigger tank down below. I kind of went over this in the live stream a little. I was telling Router Joe the other day, always make the bigger tank if you can, and I didn't follow my own advice, so I ended up having to make another tank. So we got 5,000 more buckets of biofuel down here in addition to the about 1,000 buckets up here. Also during the live stream I made the advanced diamond drill. I think I did that during the live stream, and the advanced nano chest plate, and I enchanted both of them. If you look at this one, efficiency 5, unbreaking 3, which doesn't really matter, and fortune 3. And this thing, I'm just going to hold down the button. That's how fast it goes through regular stone, which is nuts. And I can't pick it up because of the stupid lag, but it's a pretty awesome pick or drill. It's really hard to control if you're only trying to take out like one dirt block. But, you know, I can live with that. I wanted to put fortune on it instead of silk touch because I can always cook up stone, and sometimes I need to make stuff, and it's a pain to have a stack of smooth stone instead of cobblestone. So that is why I did that. And I tried to enchant this Tinker's Construct sword. It went through the machine, but it didn't work. So, you know, what are you going to do? So we have flight again, which is awesome. Haste 3 on the boots is really nice. If you see, I'm not even sprinting right now. This is how fast I'm running. It also seems to work while I'm flying. So, alright, so let's make these tesseracts. The item one is silver and tin. The liquid one is silver, tin, and copper. I think I have silver, or I have tin on me. So we just need silver. Alright, so we're going to throw our servos down here. I think it goes like that. Like that. 2 item tesseracts. And actually, let me think about this. I'm going to be sending all the items over here, so I'm only really going to need 1 more of these right now. So let's make the other 3 liquid. Let me get 1 more piece of copper. Because I'm going to need to send liquid from the tank over there to over here, and I'm going to need to send it to the quarry as well. So that is that. So I'll tell you what, let me go grab my machines and we'll do some piping and we'll make a router. I think I may have some dark iron. We'll have to see. If not, I'll just have to go ahead and make some the craft packet stamper. So let me throw these in here. If they did stack before, they don't stack anymore. Also, we have a low voltage solar array and a ton of silicon plates. I've just been doing them as I run by. So we've got enough to make 22 more solar panels. I just didn't have the rubber to make circuits. So what am I looking for? Maybe this. We're definitely going to need all of these pipes. Probably some gold pipes too, but we've got all the stuff to make them on the other side. Probably not going to need wood pipes. Probably. Yep, I think we're going to have to make the craft packet stamper because I just don't have... I don't have the XP to unenchant this thing. So I guess we're just going to have to bite the bullet on that one. And I've got 12 blocks of iron. We're going to need to make a diamond block, which I don't recall if I've made or not. I think I did. Remember, I put it in the compressor like 3 episodes ago. Here it is. And we're going to need netherrack also. Or nether brick, I mean. Alright. This is a pretty easy recipe. Crafting table, piston. And I have a bunch of pistons on the other side. And I just so happen to have 4 cobblestone. Where did all my pistons go? They're over here somewhere. Maybe they already went through. This is why I needed to go ahead and move so we could organize. Also, I made a couple of changes to the base over there. I'll show you when we go back. I bet all my pistons are actually on the other end. We'll grab a couple of those. Nope, here they are. Alright, so I think this one, the piston goes on top. There's another one, I think it's the other craft packet thing where you reverse it. Or maybe it's 2 pistons, I don't know. So we're gonna do this, and ooh, I need obsidian and TNT. Totally forgot about that. This one is the mob chest. Where'd all my sand go? And I was gonna put these barrels over here, but since they're facing the wrong way, there's not really a lot I can do about that. And I think I need 4 obsidian. Yeah. So I'll just go ahead and make as much TNT as I can. Put our diamond in the middle. And I think this is how it goes. I usually get it backward. Yep, there we go. Craft packet. Okay. So for now, we'll just put this thing right here. We're going to throw the craft packet in the stamper. Boom. That boom was justified, Sam, because the thing actually does make the boom. And then we take one of these shards and we put it with our nether brick, don't we? Maybe they changed the recipe. I haven't looked at it since we updated. Oh, it's how do I make that? I have to cook netherrack. Alright, well that's good to know. I didn't know you could make that nether brick. So here's what I want to do. I want to see if we can do anything with that. You can turn it back into nether brick. Ceramic glaze. Eh, who cares about that? Alright, so let's go cook 1 piece of netherrack. We'll do it over here. This one's pretty fast now. And I might just get XP from it. Alright, so it goes like that. Okay, Wrath Igniter. And since this is not flammable, I'm going to do it over here. Because if you remember, if you misclick with this thing, it'll turn stone to cobblestone and vice versa. It's not something you want to mess around with. You also want to make sure that you put out the fire before you start breaking your blocks, because they will burn up in the flames, and this is very hot. I don't have a bucket on me right now. Alright, so let's put out all the fire, then we'll get our stuff. If I can put out all the fire. Yeah, I just want to do this. I haven't really done this for real. Let's just do this. Of course there's coal back there. How awesome is this? It's like an efficiency pick on netherrack almost. Let's do that, and we'll leave it a little open so I remember that there's coal back there. Alright, so we have our dark iron blocks. Let's see if we can do anything with that before I turn them into ingots. No, that's it. Okay, good. We're going to need some ender eyes. I think we're going to need an ender pearl and an ender eye for each router. And I think I might just have some eggs as well. I'm trying to get through this so I can set everything up. Alright, so we're going to make 4, so we are going to need 8 of these, and I think I can make blaze powder without macerating it. Excellent. Alright, and then, pretty sure it was like that. This goes here, and the eggs go here. Routers, excellent. And we have some dark iron left over to make wrath lamps with, which we're going to need. Is it daytime? It is. Let's run upstairs real quick. I took Router Joe's suggestion, and I hate to admit this, but I actually, this is called fitted abyssal stone. And how you make it is you cook this abyssal block, you put it in your crafting table, and it turns into this, which looks like, you know, stone bricks. But basically what I did was I took some of the abyssal stone. If you put this with gunpowder, you get the chiseled with the creeper, which I really like, so I put one of those on each corner, and I wand of equal traded the rest of the regular abyssal stone, the stuff that you find in the world, for the fitted abyssal block or whatever it's called. And I really like it, and I hate to admit that Router Joe was right, but he was. So Router Joe, thanks for the suggestion. I also changed the floor out in this because I didn't like the fact that the red one didn't look like planks, and this one looks a lot more like planks, and I actually really like the contrast with the black and the purple. So I've still got to figure out what I'm going to do for windows, but this is how the ground floor, the base, is turning out. And I don't know if I showed this last episode, but I've made a little design here, and I basically quarried out that one over there, and that one, well, part of it anyway. I can't do the little triangles because I don't have glass there yet, so the water came rushing in and messed everything up. So that was bad, but no big deal. So this will be our temporary storage area while I figure out how I'm going to lay everything out in here, and then go from there. So I figured I'd make it multiple layers, which is why I just went ahead and I quarried the middles. So that's that. What's my time looking like? 16 minutes. I just might be able to do this. So we're going to need a router here. I'm going to go ahead and knock out a couple rows right here for machines, power, etc. We'll knock out this one as well. And I did all that glass by hand. It was a huge pain, but I got it done. And I did most of everything up there with a stone pick, because I didn't have a drill, or a stone shovel rather, because I didn't have a better one, so that's just what I used. So let us put our torches. I thought I was going to do, yeah, oh, hey now. This drill, you can call it OP if you want. It is pretty ridiculous. Alright, so, oh, also the bees. How can I forget the bees? I got 5 apiaries up here going on auto cycle. Let me see if I can hit one. It's just the standard. I'm just running the hive bees right now so I can get a bunch of drones. It's the standard any bees go to white, which is into the apiary, and black is anything, and then they all come down and the excess come into this chest. The bees have a little animation now. If you just saw their little legs move. I think their wings should probably move, but you know, what are you gonna do? So I'm gonna add barrels as necessary because this is gonna jam up. So actually what I'll probably do is put a chest right here as in like an intermediary with an autarkic gate on a wooden pipe or wherever it goes, because I don't have any upgrades for the router yet and I don't want it to get backed up. Plus if I get something I'm not expecting, it'll jam up the whole system. So what I may do is we can make an insertion pipe, which is a nifty little thermal expansion thing. What it does is it will insert everything it can into the first connected inventory, and then it will, when that's full, it'll push it to like an overflow thing. So actually, let's make a block of lapis for that because I want to check that out. I don't think I have any blocks of lapis. We're going to need one of those and 210. I'm getting off track. While that is compressing, what we can do is go ahead and pick up our other machines and get them moved over here. Assuming I have a wrench. I think I have one in my golden bag. And I'll just throw this stuff in a random chest. Oh, I have a ton of glass in here. Sand over here. Redstone, and there we go. I probably should eat something. I don't really have anything to eat. I did plant carrots and potatoes at the farm over here. They're not really working as I'd hoped. I put them in the planter in the quadrants. So you can see if we look up here in the middle and left, there are potatoes and carrots. But there's not really enough to cause the bio thing to be more efficient. So that's unfortunate, but it was worth a shot. Let's throw some potatoes in here and some lapis in here. That is working, right? Okay. And the wrong golden bag. But I put this one in here. I'll take those and probably take those too. And we'll just take all the conduits. Okay. Oh, boo. Probably going to need to make another hopper also. Or I can just put the advanced insertion pipe on that thing so when it fills up, if it fills up, it won't be that big of a deal. And we're not going to need the accumulator for a while. So we'll empty this out. And I think we just break this one with a pick or something. And it's going to bounce on the... I should have said, hey, I'm going to record an episode, knock it off with the exploration. We can leave these here for now. We're not going to need those. And I don't think we really need much else. Except for this stuff. What I've been doing over here, if I didn't go into it, I've been sending all the cobble to a DSU and voiding the gravel and dirt, and everything else has just been going to these chests. Oh, that was bad. I forgot that one had stuff in it. Alright, let's do this. It's not everybody. Is that all of them? Maybe. Always look in your chest. So I will make a DSU for dirt, but in the meantime, I'm not really going to worry about it. Alright, so we have our lapis block. We have a bunch of potatoes. And let's craft this thing. Alright, cool. So that is probably all we really need for now from here. So let's just pop our machines down. And we don't really need the induction smelter yet. So we'll do pulverizer, powered furnace of course, and this will go on top. And I may put another one up there. And then we will put an advanced insertion pipe here. And then we'll just run a regular stone transport pipe down here. We'll do, actually, we'll do an iron pipe for the junction, if I can get it down here. And there is a, I don't know if it's a glitch with the iron pipes or if it's just one of those things, but now the clear end used to be where the items go, and now it's the opaque end. So keep that in mind. And let's see, how am I going to do this? How about we do this? Put another iron pipe right there. And a diamond pipe right here. And one of those. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to tell everything that is an ore to go to the black one. So they're all going to go here. If this hopper overflows, then everything will go down the line and end up in the little overflow chest, which we're going to put right here. And let's see, we'll put our void pipe in the wall. And we'll put our DSU for cobble right here. So let's see, cobble is yellow. And what's that other side? Is that blue over there? I think it is. Yep, blue be dirt and gravel. And then I'll have to wait until we have some ores to put in here. So we'll just make the torch black so everything goes down this way, and we'll just put a chest on it for now, and then we can set up the rules. We're going to put our tesseract on top. Item tesseract. That is going to be private and receive only, quarry, set frequency. So that will probably do it for that part of it. And that's 28 minutes. So I'll tell you what, let's do a quarry real quick without powering these machines, and we'll actually see what happens to all our stuff. And what we can do is we'll take this out, and what we can do for now is we'll take cobblestone off of yellow and we'll put it on black so we can actually test out and see what exactly happens when the hopper fills up. So let's grab the quarry and an energy cell, or both of them if I have the inventory space. And the quarry, and there's our other item tesseract. And let's see, I have a jetpack now, so let's just put our quarry right here. Yeah, they're definitely miscrafting. There's a thing when the server has a lot of strain on it, your food bar just all of a sudden goes from like 3 to nothing. In all fairness, I wasn't really paying attention, so I mean it could have been slowly creeping down, but you know, you never know. Alright, so let's fire this guy up, and we'll put him around 35, and we'll put our tesseract on top. Send only. set to quarry. And actually, let's put both cells on this thing just to make it go much faster. Got some water running in there, which isn't bad. I think I probably could have taken this out faster than the thing is doing it. We'll go ahead and block that out. And let's also block this out so that the water turns any lava down below into obsidian. Whoa. I didn't want that to go down. So when it builds that little frame, hopefully it'll contain the water to some degree. It has to remove the source blocks, or it keeps trying to remove it. So let's do this. We'll just plug it for now, if I can. I dumped water in a quarry a couple versions ago, and it literally tried to remove every source block over and over and over, which obviously didn't work. So I'm going to be back once we've got some cobble flowing through here, because I don't really want to run that long again. So I'll be right back. Well, this is going more quickly than I thought. This thing is almost full already. So we should see the insertion pipe sending everything this way momentarily. Yep, there it goes. So that's how our advanced insertion pipe works. It puts everything it can in the inventory connected to it, and then it sends everything on its way. If we empty it again, look at that. It starts filling it back up. So that is pretty awesome. So I think that's a King Lemming thing. So thank you, King Lemming, because we did have advanced insertion pipes before. I don't know if it was just in Tekkit or what, but they're pretty awesome, and that was before hoppers, so that was really the only way that we could keep things from overflowing without using, red power. So I'm going to let this quarry run, and we should end up with a fair amount of cobblestone in here, obviously, but then I'll set up the ore rules. I'll see what else I have in here, and I'll make appropriate barrels, and then next time we'll set up the power for this thing, and everything should be mostly automatically processing. So sorry I went a little long this time. I just needed to get this done because I really need to run quarries for quartz and stuff, ferrous, etc. So that'll do it. If you guys have any questions, comments, suggestions, etc., please leave them down below. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next time.